A sales conversation should look very much like this. It should be a 70-30 game. You should be spending 30% of your time talking and 70% of your time listening. And that is how you position yourself as a specialist. I got diagnosed with a mild heart condition a couple of years ago called Wolff-Parkinson's-White, where they discovered that I was having heart palpitations and my heart would flutter every now and then. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Oh yeah, you've got Wolff-Parkinson's-White. I'll send you to a specialist." I went in, I sat down. The first thing he said, he goes, "I've just been looking through your charts. It's clear to me that you need the operation. The operation costs about $15,000. It's going to take about probably 1 to 2 hours. I can fit you in 2 weeks from now or 4 weeks from now. Which is going to be best for you?" And I was like, "Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Don't call me, I'll call you." And I left. And my goal was to fix it through meditation and good nutrition. And I did, but then it started coming back just after my son was born. And I went and saw the GP and he asked about it. I said, "Yeah, it's coming back again." He goes, "Mate, you really should see a specialist." And I said, "Well, don't send me to the specialist that you sent me to," because he was just an absolute quack. He just wanted to sell me something. I said, "Who do you know that is the best in this area that specializes in this?" He goes, "Oh, his name is Dr. Miyashita." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds like Mr. Miyagi." So made an appointment, sat down with Dr. Miyashita. The first thing he did is he said, "Okay, so tell me about how this feeling affects you. Where does it typically show up? Does it trigger anything else? Does it affect when you exercise? Does it affect when you sleep? Does it affect when you go to work?" And he asked me, he spent about 45 minutes asking me question after question after. By the 15-minute mark, I'm like, I'm sold. Because he was extracting information for me to recognize how it was actually affecting me. And all of a sudden I started going, wow, this is actually showing up in more areas than I thought. And he said to me, "Listen, the reality is you don't need the surgery, but here are the consequences and the probability of those consequences if you don't get the surgery." And one of them was early mortality. And I literally said to him, "If you were me, what would you do?" And he goes, "Mate, you've just had a child, you're a new father. If I were you, get it done, get it out of the way, move on with your life." That's what I would do. And I was like, I'm sold. I didn't even ask him how much he charged. I just said to him, "When can you fit me in?" Now, I don't care if you're selling homewares or software applications, cars or houses. I want you to learn how to become a specialist. And a specialist is someone who knows how to ask really good questions that provide really good data. So we ask good questions, get good information. That good information gives us the ability to ask even better questions, and that gives us better information, and the cycle goes on.